people don't divide the word of truth. People are sitting back on their churches because they haven't divided the word of truth. First thing we have to do, we have to keep it together through our faith. Paul uses faith in God to know that God is going to guard me in the good times, that God is going to guard me in the bad times. God is going to direct me in the good times. God is going to direct me in the bad times. It's all about Jesus. It's all about Jesus. Now, the fourth thing that we need, after we have direction, we need to have some resources. If the resources are low, God can still use whatever we have in our hand. The widow woman had in her hand, she just had a good meal. God decided to use the meal to feed the prophet. Sometimes it's just what we have in our hand. Jesus was feeding 5,000 people, and he said, what do we have among them? We say, it's a little boy, got a little lunch. He said, bring it to me because that resources can be multiplied to have what we need. What's in your hand? What's in your hand? What's in your hand? You can keep it together with what's in your hand. What's in your hand? God can multiply. Keep it together. Keep it together because you have resource in your hand. Finally, we have to keep it together because, we keep it together because broken pieces are enough. There were broken pieces of the boat. And they kept it together because they had broken pieces. But they could use those broken pieces to do what God wanted them to do. Some people got broken things in their life. But God wants to take those broken pieces and make those things a strong place for you. And keep it together because God increases your capacity. God can increase your capacity. We are learning here in one point that our God is in the midst of us. He is not only for our crisis, but He is for our benefit. God will bring the promises that He made to the church to fulfillment. God has a runner. We're doing good now. When a team is doing good, they have a tendency to slack a little bit. They have a tendency to become unsure, a little bit cocky. And they found out what happens. It happens when another team comes and beats them. They say we underestimated those teams. I'm here to tell you, I can't underestimate the devil. I know that he's with me, trying to stop me in good times. I know he's behind some of my trouble in bad times. And I know that my only help is to stay secure in God. How do I know it? Because Jesus gave me an example one day. He was getting ready to go to the cross. And he had one of his good disciples, Pastor Peter. Pastor Peter was a lot of passion. Pastor Peter said, Jesus, you can't do that. He said, I'll go with you. I'll fight him. Jesus looked at him and said, Satan, get behind me. Get behind me. Because he was hearing the voice of Satan, because Satan was trying to destroy what his works was going to do. Satan is after your plan. Satan's after our plan. What God has for Satan wants to stop it. But God reminds us to always remember that, Lord, I'm with you. Always. Even until the end of this earth. Yeah. Jesus had a plan. A plan to save the world. But he had to keep it together. He had to keep it together when he was going through the trials. And Pilate and all of them said, if you just say you are God, then we'll let you off. But Jesus said, I'm going to stick with the plan. He had to keep the plan. When they just mocked him, tore his robe, he stayed it and kept it together. He had to keep it together. When he got on the cross, and while he was on the cross, is well up.